Have you ever thought that despite working 50 to 60 hours a week, you still struggle to pay your rent, while others are working the same hours and living the life that you can only dream of? What if you could get all these secrets of financial success that'll put you in the top 1% club? You're excited now, aren't you? Well, you're about to get blown away because this video will share insights that rich people don't want you to know. So let's jump right in. Wealth building wisdom. Have you ever wondered what the secret sauce is to amass a fortune? Spoiler alert, it's not a secret at all. Bust the myth that only the elite have a backstage pass to wealth. We're diving into a world where hard work meets savvy financial finesse. And yes, it involves more than just pinching pennies. You've probably heard the age-old advice to spend less than you earn and save every penny for a secure future. Not exactly groundbreaking, right? Well, take a cue from the maestro of money himself, Warren Buffett, the guy who practically invented saving. This 93-year-old man has always been in the top ranks of the Forbes list of billionaires. So where does he spend all that cash? Is it cars? Is it yachts? Sorry to break your heart, but it's just on his burgers and Coca-Cola. Living modestly isn't only his mantra, it's a lesson for those aiming for higher levels of wealth. But if you're a corporate worker, I have some bad news for you. Climbing the corporate ladder won't let you into the 1% club. There's a ceiling to this game. The real pros in wealth creation know that your money needs to hustle harder than you do. And just like Buffett has famously said, if you're not making money in your sleep, you will work until you die. Robert Kiyosaki, the creator of Rich Dad Poor Dad, established a successful empire based on this exact idea. Let's talk about the golden ticket. Passive income. It's like the VIP pass to wealth. Forget the daily grind. Imagine making money without constantly watching over it, earning from business profits, rental properties, or even royalties from your brilliant ideas. That's the game of dividends and smart investments. The wealthy aren't checking stock prices every hour. They're letting time and measured decisions do the heavy lifting for them. Now, if you're thinking about starting moonlighting as a day trader, remember that the market is unpredictable. The wealthy aren't playing that game. Financial guru Peter Lazaroff believes that time is more important to investment success than timing. It's not about predicting the market, but wealthy people aren't wealthy without their people. Let's dive into the rich people's entourage. The attorney, the accountant, and the advisor. They're strategic partners in the wealth-building game. The wealthy navigate the legal and tax maze to maximize their wealth. Trying to save money by taking shortcuts might work in the short term, but rich people understand it's all about quality and worth, not just the price tag. Now, here's where it gets interesting. It takes money to make money. Have you ever heard that one? To the average Joe, it sounds like a worn-out excuse for extravagant spending. But in the world of the wealthy, it's a gospel. They've mastered the art of leveraging other people's money to skyrocket their wealth. It's not about trading time for dollars. It's about using the financial muscle of banks or investors and putting other people to work for you. This knowledge doesn't go well with conventional theories. But what are conventional old theories that stop you from getting rich? We've often heard those theories, but how practical are they? Well, it's time to find out. Get rid of old knowledge. In the words of Mark Zuckerberg, the biggest risk is not taking any risk. Conventional theories have always focused on avoiding risks, but people of that era forgot one simple thing. Life is like a game, where every step takes some risk, much like walking on a tightrope. If you're too cautious, you won't move forward. If you're reckless, you might fall. Risk isn't only a part of the business or the investing. It's woven into the very fabric of existence. Investing is like a game of Monopoly. You start with a property, take a risk by investing in it, and then dive deeper by building upon it. And guess what? Those who aim for big victories don't just go around in circles. They take chances, invest, and create opportunities. Life works similarly. The biggest winners are the ones investing in things that bring back rewards. There's no debate that everyone dreams of a risk-free investment, but let's face it, that's like chasing a unicorn. You can manage and mitigate risk, but to eliminate it, not happening in this cruel world. So what's the secret sauce? Education. Learning more about what you're getting into is like putting on a seatbelt before driving. It reduces the risk. And what if you find a risk-sensible mentor who brings his knowledge and experience to the table? Do you think that would be a game changer for you? Having a mentor is like having a GPS, guiding you through the risk-filled roads. The more you know, the more your ability gets improved in risk-taking. You can call them educated risks. But if you're dodging risks like the coronavirus, you might just be blocking your path to success. Instead, focus on how to utilize your assets in a much more sensible way that can contribute to your wealth creation. So, can you master this tightrope walk of risk? Can you dance with chance and still come out on top? That's the thrill now, isn't it? You'll stumble for sure, but the real question is, are you ready to embrace the risks and turn them into your stepping stones to success? But how does a risk-taking attitude help you, irrespective of your financial condition? Will you be able to invest if your financial health is in bad shape? How much will you invest? Let's learn the art of implementation of advice. Practicality of advice. Assume that even if you develop a risk-taking attitude, the question is, will you start investing today? If yes, then do you have practical strategies in place? A right step in investments can make you the king of the world, and one wrong step can leave you with pennies. As investor Robert Arnott profoundly said, in investing, what is comfortable is rarely profitable. Investing is the core of financial growth and a big reason behind building that treasure chest. But do you want your investments to work for you? If yes, then you need some practical advice. Let's start with a simple truth. Starting to invest early accelerates your path to wealth. Saving money is commendable, but the real magic happens when you let your money work for you in the markets. Venturing into the world of investments may seem daunting, but fret not. Kickstart your investment journey by starting small. Remember, the key is consistent contributions to your investment accounts. But you also need to be prepared for an emergency. For that, an emergency fund is your shield against financial storms. Forget about Bitcoin stashes. I'm talking about liquid cash, easily accessible in a low-risk savings haven. Experts suggest covering 3 to 6 months of expenses, but tailor it to your comfort. Accumulate it, securely store it in a savings account, and regenerate it as needed. Mastering these chapters will unlock the golden ending no matter what the financial plot you're in. But golden earnings can also lead to dark beginnings. Have you ever thought if your wealth creation leads you to corruption? Ethical wealth creation. The truth is, creating wealth isn't only about making money, it's about something deeper. Imagine if making money didn't actually create wealth, and sometimes creating wealth meant losing money. Think about it. What if there's more to wealth than just the cash in your pocket? Wealth isn't only about the money, it encompasses vital assets, ranging from buildings and money to skills and relationships. It's not just owning things, it's about how you use, share, and grow them. When we aim to earn money, it's common to get caught up in doing anything to accumulate more. But sometimes those shortcuts hurt everyone in the long run. Imagine if doing things the right way was how we made our money grow. That's what ethical wealth creation is all about. Take France, for example. It's not new to this whole wealth-making game. It's been a big deal in the world economy for a really long time, and it's not by accident. Thinkers knew a thing or two about creating and sharing wealth. They wrote about it ages ago. So, what's this ethical wealth thing? It's about making sure everyone gets a fair slice of the pie, and that what we're creating doesn't only benefit a few people at the top. It's like making money while making sure everyone's happy about it. When we do that, poverty takes a hit, jobs pop up, and suddenly everyone's feeling a lot more independent and strong. Here, the theme is not only about making money for yourself, it's about sharing that wealth-building power with others. But making all of this happen is also about making rules that stop all the sneaky stuff, like cheating or hiding important information. It's also about the government and everyone else working together to use what the country has in the best possible way. And guess what? We all need to know about how wealth and trust work to help us build a better future together. Now you know the secrets to becoming rich, but do you know that there are mistakes so massive that will stop you from getting rich? If you think you're subconsciously making one, well, don't worry, we have you covered. Just watch our last video on what are the 10 mistakes that Rich always avoids. And until then, peace out.